Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crate Expectations. I'm here with my co-host. Doesn't like doing bad things to apples, Sarah. How are you today, Sarah?
It sounds so awkward.
I know it does. I was like halfway through. I was like, I regret starting to say this.
As you should.
I
Uh,
was I was just telling the stream about how we used to destroy apples on Halloween, and you got all sad.
you know what I think it is? I had a craving for an apple today and then I didn't eat it, and then now I think I'm just sad that you're wanting to destroy apples. So, is that the new pop can open?
No.
Uh, all
Sorry, I
right.
didn't know that you had wanted one until just now. So,
I did not share with you that I had this craving. That is true.
that was good. That's a good apple too.
Thank, thanks.
Yeah. Anyways, we're recording this live for those of you who
Mhm.
don't know. So you can find the full Twitch, everything on in the description, video description. You can find Sarah's YouTube channel, which is where our second segment is going to be on, and that'll post. I guess at the same time as this. So watch this first, of course, obviously, and then there'll be dessert over on hers, which doesn't include apples. So,
What if I have apple crisp
ooh, that sounds delightful.
or apple
So,
pie?
yeah, I mean, why not both?
No
I don't
stopping
think
you.
I
Apple
don't
fritters.
I don't think that you do because you were just saying you wanted some and couldn't have some. So,
I didn't say I couldn't have some. I just said I didn't.
okay, whatever. So, anyways, we're going to be doing the Jedi Cal mission live. Sarah's going to be using my alt, and we'll see
Yikes.
if my modding is just totally atrocious, or if we can win it, or what we can do. I'm honestly, I just don't have high expectations, except for the disaster that will befall us.
Your expectations aren't great. Come on. All
I'm
right.
sorry. I don't feel like laughing for someone who doesn't enjoy doing horrible things to apples. That's like I'm accusing someone of something actually bad.
Like beheading apples or something.
Ah, man. I was just talking about how awesome it is to throw them against like a wall and have them explode. And you just got all sad.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. What do you want to talk about before we do this Jedi Cal seer nonsense?
What's that?
What do you want to talk about before we go
Oh,
do the seer mission? Jedi
I
Cal mission.
I
Whatever.
don't know. Well, so I mean, I guess the big thing, of course, is that they just announced after over a year of it being a significant issue and them never acknowledging that it was ever a single thing at all. CG has declared that they have been working on fixing the squish.
Yes. Yes. They did put out Meathead put out a post today.
He did, and it was good communication, kind of. I mean, it, and he had acknowledged that this was a long time coming.
It was pretty much bang on what I expected them to say in terms of acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
I didn't expect any further details.
I thought they gave enough information for the situation. Honestly, how did it make you feel? Did you feel encouraged? You're not a big GAC player. I know that you
Right.
play it, but it's not like you don't care as much, frankly, and that's fine. You don't
I,
don't need to,
I
but
feel like though I need to redeem myself a tiny bit because it was 3v3, and normally like we all crack jokes about 3v3 and me and being bad at it and just not caring. And I went 6-3.
Hey, we both went 6-3. Good for us.
It's like I tried. I did try. Anyway, um
No, that's awesome. I know that one of the times you didn't, and you still won, so that was funny. But
I
otherwise,
know that was real.
you, uh, you should tell. It just made me
Yeah.
laugh out loud, actually.
So I went in this. I was like, it's fine. Like I have decent enough wins so far this season that it'll be fine if I don't do this one. And I just needed like a break, and I didn't have time to attack that day. So I went in. I did a battle. I lost. Preloaded the team, so I got my 10 points. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And I walked away from it. And I didn't even look at it again. Like I didn't have Prime Bot running. I had nothing going on. And then I logged in, and I had won 10-0. It's just like, this is the nicest unexpected surprise.
10, you win 10.
And nothing.
Like that's they could have at least attacked and killed one character and beat you.
Totally. Totally. Uh so that contributed to my 3-0 week this last week.
Congratulations on 6-3. You've clearly earned every win.
Thank you. Um, but to answer your question, so I read it and
Congratulations.
thank you. It took a lot of brain power. Um, I wasn't surprised to see. Oh, so like, I think because like we all knew that the squish was happening and that it was excessive and all this kind of stuff was going on. So I wasn't necessarily surprised to see that there was a post about it. I think also because like I already knew that Meathead was aware about it. Like I've seen like what he says on the events server, and I know that Taliana had been messaging him about it and like sending him data and all that kind of stuff. So I knew that he was aware about this squish happening, that I wasn't surprised per se. I think it was more of like it was more out of the blue because they haven't acknowledged it at all, I don't believe, on the forums.
It's true. They have not acknowledged a single bit of it yet.
And I know when so we being Voxit and myself for the Under the Holotable podcast, which is under the H&N podcast stream, whatever. We talked to Taliana back in February about it, about the squish. And at that point, she was already in talks with Meathead, was sending him like data and everything like that. But she was also talking about her data and like what she had noticed and how like what she thought the formula was doing and why this was happening, etc. Like all of these actually really great things to understand why it was working that way and how things were happening. And she pointed out at that time that CG obviously tweaked the formula sometime between like October and December last year because the squish had changed. Like it wasn't following the same formula anymore. And she had noted it in her data that the actual pattern of it had changed. So they clearly were aware of it, tried to fix it, and it didn't fix it, kind of thing. Without, telling anybody.
Right.
So, I think I'm just more curious to see how it shakes out. And like, are they going to go? Because they didn't say anything, and I'm not faulting them for not saying anything. But I'm curious if it's going to go back to what they originally stated, with each division being, they wanted the player base spread out equally among the leagues, and then each division in the leagues being 10, 25, however it was divided up in terms of percentages. If it's going to go back to that original model or if they're just going to revamp entirely.
Sure. I mean, I'll be interested to see what they do. I don't know. The squish hasn't really affected me that much. I think so. When we were talking about it,
Hmm.
I got pretty angry. Actually, I was pissed. Not at you at all, but just like the original discussion. I was just they've known since February, and they haven't told the community a single thing, even though the community is very vocal about it and
Hmm.
very frustrated by it. And CG was like, "Hey, maybe if we don't tell anyone that we're going to work on it, that like maybe the community will just like stop worrying about it." It's like that sign I'm in my dentist's office that it says, if you let's see how what is it? If you ignore your teeth, they'll go away." And I mean, it seemed a little bit like that though, like that a poor solution to a problem. And I think the thing that was really hitting me hard, and it took me a while to kind of process this,
Hmm.
is so it's not just the squish that does like it's been over a year, and they just now acknowledged that it's an issue. Like even just a hey, we know this is going on. Like it was either they didn't know about it for a long time and like that's bad enough because how do you not know about it if you're plugged into the community at all,
Hmm.
or if you do know about it and you say nothing, you're just so incompetent you can't fix it and you don't feel confident enough to, so you just like, oh, maybe we'll just like not acknowledge it. Like it's not a win solution there. But then it makes me think of all the other crap that they have that they need to fix, that they have fixed in the past, that they're going to fix in the future, like all this stuff. So sometimes they'll give you a long list of things like of bugs that get fixed and stuff, and you're like, oh cool, they probably included everything, until you realize that they didn't, and there's
Right.
a whole ton of stuff that they just like fix behind the curtains and they'd never tell anyone about, and they just don't want us to know about them or something. And
Hmm.
I just get really tired of them obfuscating a lot of stuff. And this squish thing, I think it could have done a lot of good for the community if they had just said, "Hey, we know there's an issue. We don't know how to fix it yet, but we're working on it." Just that. Just say that. Be
Right.
done. Instead, they've known since February. They've had 10 months to be able to fix it, 9 months, whatever it is. Like they've known that long, and they're just like, oh yeah, we'll fix it when we want it. I don't know. It just irks me, man.
I think so. I think there's a couple of things, and I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to Meathead directly about it, so I'm just speculating. But when we were talking to Taliana, she was saying basically what was happening that she could see with how the formula was working. And she said this happens in any situation where you're trying to bring outliers back in uh, together. And she's like, not only is it being squished, like, so the vocal part of the community, like we've been so vocal about it, is the community that's in Kyber. Like that's, and also like that just happens to be the majority of the community that is active on like Discord and forums and things like that. Like it tends to be players in the higher divisions and
The,
leagues.
AKA their most loyal and active fans.
Right, sure. Um, so you have the squishing those people down because you're bringing all of those people back together skill rating wise so that you can catch up and not have a situation where somebody wins against, like if you and I in crazy La La Land got paired and I won in, you know, the underworld got against you somehow. Um, but I didn't.
This is sounding like a more and more intriguing story.
I know.
Quasi La La Land.
But let's just say like but
So there
your
I
skill
was
rating
strolling in Quasi La La
but,
Land.
but if your skill rating is so much higher than mine, I would not be able to catch up to you, right? Even by gaining the points from beating you because like we're
Sure.
just too far away. So you have that happening, but then she was saying too, on the other end of the spectrum at the bottom, you have people getting pushed up
Mm-hmm.
because the same thing is happening, right? So like people are now needing to be brought in closer together. But you
Yeah.
don't
Hmm.
we don't hear any of that because those people aren't complaining.
Right. I mean, it's the same principle as proving grounds. The only people who can complain are the people who don't have as big of a megaphone.
Right.
They're,
So
they're the forgotten.
so you have that, and then I think they didn't know how to fix it. I think that they probably had to, and I'm speculating, this is my guess, is they probably talked to devs from other games that have similar ladder systems to figure out maybe how their systems are working in order to prevent this situation from happening again. Um, and then I'm thinking that as well, they probably wanted to like get an idea of how they were going to fix it and like maybe run a theoretical scenario with the actual data that they had from GAC histories of the last couple of months with so that they weren't going to go out and do a formula and fix it and then 3 months from now being like, oh, it didn't work, the same thing is happening now over here and needing to fix it again, if that makes sense. Am I making any sense?
Sure. Okay, so I want to make it real clear though too. Like I understand that it's a tough solution
Hmm.
to fix. I understand that it can take a while.
I also am guessing though the other wrench in this is they now have to fix it when our rankings have all changed around since they already like scrubbed GAC and had it start over for us. Like the first time when this ladder GAC went into effect. So now you have a live leaderboard that you don't want to manipulate and reset. So how do you put the formula in there now?
Sure. And honestly, I'd be fine if they're like, okay, new system, reset button.
Hmm.
Couple people get screwed, couple people get boosted. And the people in Carbonite who have 10 million GP and keep other people in Carbonite from actually being able to escape
Hmm.
because
Right.
because they just place all their GLs and it's just a nightmare there to escape. Like people go, they get 10 banners there because they can't kill one character. You know,
Right.
uh, and the other. I mean that I wish that they would. Those guys could get fed to the wolves again. Frankly, but one way or another, I think the thing that I care, like, I'm fine. They can hit the reset button. They can do a new
Hmm.
system. I hope they do. I just want them to. If I told my boss tomorrow, if I went go to work, you tell him, hey, there's this issue. That something's not happening that needs to be happening. It's kind of broken. But we're gonna fix it though. We're gonna fix it. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. How long have you known about this? And I'm like, about a year. Like, I I just yeah, like you'd have to take bets on what shade of red his face would get. Like
Yeah.
that wouldn't be a pleasant reaction at all. Like it wouldn't be fun and he's. I know it's a little different. Like people always say, you say like, oh yeah, well the customer's your boss or whatever, and I know that's not exactly what it is, but I just, uh, you know, it would be a lot better if they just told us about it. That's all. That
Yeah.
that that being said, I am encouraged. It was actually a really great post by Meatface himself. In fact,
Yeah.
he
I
like
thought so too.
I thought it was professionally handled in terms of the post itself.
Hmm.
The time frame of how long it took for them to say anything about it, and I don't know if it was Meatface or if it was someone else who made the decision to wait this long to tell us. Someone made that decision to wait that long, and I think that's what makes me angry.
Hmm.
That being said, I am happy that like good fix your game. Awesome. That's wonderful. And
Yeah.
something that the community has needed for a long time.
Yeah. I think you are right in the sense that they should have told us that they were aware of it. I think that would have saved a lot of people, you know, anger and instead of just being like, let's just ride it out until this gets patched.
Right. Well, and they needed. I know when they first designed it, they didn't actually have the people who like. I know that there's a lot of math. Like you were outlining a lot of the issues that they're in just like creating a leaderboard and all of that stuff. Like
Hmm.
that they didn't have someone who could construct it. That they actually had to ask someone from EA basically to help them in the first place. So it makes
Right.
sense that they would need someone to come and help them now. They need someone else helping. I just I just maybe I'm the only person. I want it to be acknowledged that hey, this is an issue, and that's
Yeah.
it. If they're like yeah, if a year later if they're like yeah, we know this is still an issue. It's not a huge priority for us,
Hmm.
but we know it's an issue, and if we get to it eventually, like I wouldn't necessarily be happy about it. I'd be a lot personally. I'd be a lot happier knowing about that
Hmm.
if they just handled it like that, and then just that's it.
So
You know?
thought random, well, not random thought, but thought that just popped into my head right now. But I'm curious because in I truly believe it's not Meathead who decides what to tell us. Like there's somebody else telling Meathead, yeah, you can go ahead and post this to them. Yes, you're allowed to say this. Yes, you can do this, etc. Like he's just the middleman at this point. Um, but do you remember, and I'm curious, like definitely CG, they have to remember this because it blew up in their faces so terribly. But do you remember when they talked about the changes to, they were going to do all of this like reworking of the gear economy, and they posted what they were going to change, and we were all waiting on whatever it was that was still left. I can't remember in the list. And they asked a CG employee about it at celebration. I think it was last year. And that employee was like, "Oh yeah, we're done. Like there's nothing else coming," kind of thing. And it blew up
Right.
on
Mm-hmm.
Reddit and the forums. And then eventually, I think Crumb had to come out and be like, "Oh yeah, here's the rest of the changes," kind of thing. So I'm curious if they're not posting things because they don't want us to remember everything that they say and hold them accountable in a way, which is a really terrible, insert whatever colorful other word you would like to use there, way of handling it if that is the case.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess to some degree, but I mean, they get held accountable for all sorts of stupid stuff. Honestly, the community doesn't ever want to forget things, except when it's
Mhm.
something good about CG. And I've typically tried to be pretty even-handed about like, okay, here are good things CG does, here are annoying things CG does.
Hmm.
And I try to be like, like okay, here's what's reasonable of the community at large. Here's what is just a huge knee-jerk reaction that's going to get me downvoted to hell. I try that. Maybe I don't always succeed, but I mean, I really do try to be honest about it. I just they have a whole bug tracker,
Yeah.
and that could certainly just be living there. They don't even have to say anything. They could just have that, honestly.
Have it live on the bug tracker and not. Would
Mm-hmm.
you have been more okay with the post if it was on the, if they had acknowledged this on the bug tracker, not necessarily in a forum post, but only on the bug tracker, and it lived there that they were looking into like the GAC squish, and then
Yeah,
today this post came out.
yeah, 1,000 times better because we didn't know if they were just like if they were just incompetent or
Right.
if they were callous or what that like someone's told you about this, someone on your in your company knows. Are you just like not listening to your community manager, or is he just like did he have his balls chopped off and you're not listening to him at all?
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't have any say, so you're not even he's not even getting the message to the people who need to know. So like CG, someone in CG knows, but they CG doesn't know, kind of thing. Like, is either are they really that ineffective, or like what brand of awful is this?
Right.
To me, it's a lot better if they're like, well, we don't have a solution yet because it's a complicated error, or a complicated thing, and we're gonna look into it, but it's gonna take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Way better to acknowledge it than like, hey, we're not connected to the game. We don't know anything. Like when sometimes in the past, especially when Meatface would post about the game, and I'd be like, you don't really play the game, do you? Like that's like what a crazy person would say.
Fair. Fair.
So he doesn't do those posts anymore. So good for him. Um. Anyways, why don't we take a break from all the CG bashing? And
hmm
I mean, and to be clear, it ends on a positive note. I think that's the most aggravating thing about CG to me right now. Meatface is even doing a great job lately. Frankly, if I'm just being real honest, he is. So good for him. Kudos to him.
I
Seriously.
agree.
Honestly, and I gotta try to give credit where credit's due. But let's go do a mission, shall we?
Oh boy. Can you see my screen still? I think
I
my
can.
okay. My phone locked up.
I actually did the lightsaber transition.
That's fine.
All right, here we are, though, folks.
Okay.
We're on Professor X.
We are.
We're gonna do the Cal mission, the Zepho mission.
So you modded for this already.
Um, Approximately, yeah.
Did you use like a template or did you just do it by hand?
Just by hand. I don't know if it's any good, frankly. Where are we at right now?
Where are we at? 24 of
24.
33. Okay. And we should have 48, possibly 49 attempts at this. 45 of them or 46 of them being with Jedi Cal. 45 of them being with Jedi Cal.
So we can look at the modding. I don't know if I'm willing to change it, but we can look at it.
Well, I'm the one logged in.
Um.
Ah,
Okay. I take no. I didn't mod her for this at all. Look how slow she is. Isn't that admirable?
really slow. I realized today I was rereading her kit that her like cooldown increase and decrease thing in her
Mm-hmm.
kit, I think it's in her unique. Um, it only triggers if you have full unaligned
Ufu.
force use. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So she should probably be faster.
So I feel like it's
What
gonna
do,
be
should we try to? We could maybe, if we put a loadout for Seer, we could probably find someone who's modded for all health and defense mods.
but like I feel like
Somewhere.
your seer has more health than my seer.
Right, but she's really slow. Like I probably have faster all health Seer like characters.
All right. Well,
All right, well let's not. Let's just go with a slow Seer. It's kind of dumb, you know. I know we'd have to look for just a specific character, but let's. We don't have to. Let's just go.
all right.
Seer takes half the turns.
Let's just
That's a formula for success, right?
You also have a Relic 8 Jedi Knight Cal, so you don't have any Amis on him though, right?
No. He's his own army.
Yes. All right. Okay. We're gonna do it. Ooh, man, I don't know why I'm terrified. Okay,
Don't mess this up, Sarah.
man.
All right.
Yikes.
When you get there, let's make sure that the sizing
Right.
is good here.
Because of the lovely
The lovely what?
aspect ratio of my phone. I didn't finish my thought. I thought it in my head. My mouth just didn't follow through.
It puts the ass in aspect.
Oh man.
Okay, we're good now. People can see most of the relevant stuff. They can't see the top right health bar, but that's okay.
That's fine. Okay. So,
Or maybe I could just move your face over
yeah,
here.
sounds
Yeah,
terrifying. All right.
it's fun to just move people's faces.
Okay. Are we good? Are we gonna talk this through, or are we just going to go for it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, so yeah, I don't really care. Neither of us are
You don't
expert here.
care. Okay. I'm gonna save the event ability thing for when
Yeah,
the IPD shows up.
I think that's wise.
All right. And then I like to put armor shred out right away.
On that guy. Okay.
Yeah, So, okay, chill.
Wow, they need to
Wow.
stop.
They did not like Cal. That almost makes me wonder if I should be uh
Prime says no event button ever.
but you
Why
don't do
did
it to dispel the IPD thing?
I don't know. You could use that one first. Who knows what it does? It's too long to read. So she just like kind of twirls around in
I
my
know.
head.
I'm wondering if I should use it because they just attacked Cal so many times.
Yeah, well, let's just attack this guy,
All
or
right.
do the middle one.
Let's
Do
do the
the
middle one.
that'll be a good trick.
Sure. All right. And then I alternate in this wave so that I can get to his instant kill as quickly as possible
Wait, why are you hitting that guy?
because I was targeting him
Yeah, why were you targeting him though?
because he was taunting before I dispelled it.
Oh, it was a okay, just an error. No, that's fine. It, I'm not trying to berate you too much here. Stop.
Just a little. Okay.
Stop treating my account like it's trash.
Oh,
Even though
bro,
it can,
it's fine.
gosh.
Your Jedi Knight Cal's better than mine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna armor shred the same guy.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
That's just kind of how I think of it. One of them is the turn meter swap, and the other
Okay.
one, the other ability is the armor shred. Even though they
Yeah.
do other things, those are what I think of. Nice. Okay.
Okay, so
So
now
to
we're going to
switch
kill
targets. Yeah.
him. Kill
Don't
the guy
don't
without armor shred.
don't target IPD here, Sarah.
Could you imagine if I fat fingered that?
I'm imagining it right now.
I'm going to do the second one because it gives me more protection, I'm pretty sure.
Is that what we need right now? I actually don't care. That's pretty good
Let's
too.
just try.
All right. It's not like our guild needs us or anything.
It's totally fine. I should just do the big hit anyway because it's not like you can carry it over.
It does. Doesn't it get like negate some of your defense?
Does it?
I think so.
You want me to read this novel?
No, just do the armor shred. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it does. I get minus 25% defense.
Right, and I did actually go really hard on trying to get the best mix I could find of the blend of speed, health, and defense that I could. So
Windmill mode gives negative 2% offense. That's okay. So let's just do this one. Armor
yeah,
shred.
I think armor shred is a sensible choice. Good
Oof.
call. Oofda.
Oofda. Armor shred again?
You already did armor shred, so it won't stick.
Right.
So just do the windmill. I think what I typically like. I think the typically best solution is just going to be like you do your auto kill and then you just alternate between those two.
Right. Which is irritating because this is going to take four freaking ever, but I guess you don't want to get rid of your defense. That negative 25% defense would carry, like, would that stick for the whole battle and carry over?
No, I don't think so.
All right. I don't remember what mode I did last. Dual wield. So this one.
So the little crossblade thing, I think, is what we just did. Yeah. So the
This
whirlwind
one.
thing. So look at the. So you can look at this. We don't have a clock here. Look at the little icon. You see how there's two
Yeah, yeah.
lightsabers crossed. So see the actual. So above his head is two lightsabers crossed, and then on the actual ability, that's the only picture with two lightsabers on it. So
Oh, look
so
at
you
that.
can you can just think of that like that's how you can tell which stance you're already in.
So now we want
Just
this one.
at a look. So now we want the one with one lightsaber. Yeah, the armor shred.
But he has one arm. lightsaber.
Prime wants us to just repeat windmill defense, which we could try. Honestly, I haven't watched any videos
Well,
on this.
I do that in the second wave. I just repeat windmill defense over and over again
Oh,
until I get to the instant kill, and then you kill second sister and carry on.
okay. Well, let's do that then.
You don't do it that way?
I just alternate every time. I mean, I won what 4 or 5 times in a row until I
Hmm.
lost 2 in a row. So I'm not saying that I am just doing it the best way or whatever. Just dude, you gotta
Ugh.
target the purge trooper, right?
Yes. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Everything's fine.
So now we're doing windmill defense every time, regardless.
Yeah.
This is madness. Okay.
Do we want to keep Seer alive?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So do we want to give her some protect? She doesn't super need it.
Why doesn't she get more protection? What is she gonna do? She's a
I don't know.
basic? She sucks, man.
All right.
She's not
She
doing.
sucks.
She's not helping. Stop trying to help, Seer. It's not helping.
Ah.
Okay, so we're at
Okay.
15 right now. The
Yeah, we're at
screen is a little bit
15. I
small.
know.
Yeah,
I know. Look. Ugh. Ugh.
Seer, stop with the dying. Damn.
Okay. This is so nerve-wracking.
All right. Well, we've committed to turtling up here, so I guess we'll take this where as far as it needs to go. I think she's doomed, but
I think
let's
she's
find
doomed
out.
too. So, oh
Don't
boy.
die. Don't die, you stupid Seer.
Okay.
Gosh, it's so tempting right now. We could
I
just.
know. I'm like eyeing it. I'm like, do we just do it? No.
I.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think we just pull the trigger here. Yeah, go to 10.
You think
Jump.
so?
Yeah, Seer's gonna die anyways, and they'll take all of their hits on her, and then Cal will just have to one-on-one against the Purge Trooper. So it's good to have an armor shred on him anyways.
Ugh.
Prime says turtle or he will die. Do we trust Prime here?
I will say the one time that I've lost this twice. The one time was a total like RNG fest. I don't remember exactly what happened, but the other time was a mistake where I did not do the turtle thing and I died.
Gosh, I think we're screwed.
Okay, I'm gonna turtle. I'm gonna
All
turtle.
right, all right. Let's see this. Let's see it. We committed to it. We shouldn't just back down.
There she goes.
Seer wishes we had backed down, but we don't, apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is not looking great, guys. I feel like this is, in fact, looking bad. But, I mean, maybe we'd be dead right now. Anyways, I don't know.
I think we just get more protection again,
More windmill, yeah?
right?
More cowbell.
Okay. So, and then we're just gonna kill second sister. Everything's gonna be totally fine. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, look at how close to death Purge Trooper is. Oh yeah, we're screwed.
We're screwed.
Okay, go back to windmill. We'll turtle up again.
We're gonna turtle up again? I guess we
Isn't
might as
that
well.
is that what we're supposed to do?
Well, usually Seer's alive at this point still.
Yeah, I mean, this still gives him protection though, and it
Yeah.
still does some damage. I think we need to heal up some, if we can.
Okay. Okay, this IPD is really driving me up the wall.
So
Do
people are saying to do the armor shred when IPD has low turn meter. So maybe
so
we
like
just
now?
maybe we just sneak it in real quick. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
this is your fault. Oh, we're not dead yet.
How did that? Okay.
I my superior modding, obviously.
Clearly.
All right.
Protection,
Turtle
windmill,
up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll
whatever it's
just
called.
spam that. Yeah. Why
I
do we
hate
have more IPD, man?
more cowbell.
More.
Do I want turtle up again?
How fast is he? 290? Something like that. He used to be really fast.
Or should I
Yeah.
just
Are we supposed to just keep doing that? Just keep turtling?
turtle? Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna turtle.
Yeah, just spam it till we die, which is soon.
Oh,
Oh man.
man,
This is
IPD.
rough.
I don't
Life
want to
is
do the
hard.
big hit because of the defense thing now, but I also kind of want to do the big hit.
Just get him closer. Just we already got rid of half of his armor. Just spam turtle till we win.
Ugh.
See how we're winning?
So should I do an armor shred now because IPD has low turn meter?
We almost died that time. Sure, I don't care, man.
Well, like every
We
time we
also have
turtle, we're not
we
really
also have
doing.
expose here, so we're safe. Obviously, go ahead. Need more shred. Let's do it.
All right.
Turtle.
Okay. Man.
We're almost
Anxiety.
surviving this. Yeah, this is making me crazy here.
Turtle because of the turn meter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, man. This is seeming. It seems like this is almost gonna maybe. I don't know.
Don't even jinx it.
How is Purge Trooper so healthy now?
Why did he get his protection back? Do I do another shred?
Is that too much armor shred, or is that too much turn meter?
I don't know. Is it too much turn meter? It doesn't seem like too much turn meter.
Yeah, just go. Yeah, armor shred, I guess.
Mm.
This is so nerve wracking.
Ugh.
All right, keep turtling.
Things are
Hold.
things are fine.
Things are
Hold.
fine.
Uh,
Oh, he's in the
turtle?
yellow now. Yeah,
Turtle.
turtle.
Turtle. Oh man. This is ridiculous.
Jeez, man.
This was not what I expected when
Keep,
we just talked about this earlier. I'm gonna turtle again.
yeah. Yeah, the
Okay.
foresight is a thing that I wasn't expecting impacting this as much, honestly.
Do I armor shred? Because that's real low turn meter.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
this is our opportunity to sneak one in.
That's what she said.
She said that?
Uh,
She's quite the opportunist.
turtle. Turtle. I shouldn't make jokes. I'm gonna distract myself and fat finger something. Oh
This is
man.
only taking us 20 minutes.
I know.
And if we lose this, it's gonna be like, what was that for?
It's gonna be the most painful thing. Do I armor shred again?
I don't I This is taking forever. I think we
This is
just risk the armor shred, yeah.
okay.
We are almost back to full health though, that's true.
There's got to be a point where I will be safe to do the big hit, right? Maybe.
Maybe. Perhaps.
Just kidding, because this guy keeps on freaking healing. I hope it's not this painful when I do mine later.
I hope it's worse. Yeah, shred
Oh,
it.
shred it? All right.
We're close, man.
Why would you hope it's worse?
For fun.
I will say, I was in the red earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna windmill again.
Yep.
I feel like I should be allowed to do the big hit soon.
Really? You think that that's our solution? Is do the big hit?
I don't know.
Maybe it is. Shred.
Bread?
Yeah. Well, this is our big way. This is our chance to get at least a decent amount of damage out.
Okay.
In red, so Prime says when it's red we can.
Okay. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I did the whirlwind thing.
Yeah, so we're safe, obviously.
Clearly.
People watching on YouTube are gonna be like, gosh, I can't believe I'm putting up with this crap.
This is. Oh man.
They're probably, if we could find a way to keep Seer alive, if she had just been a little faster.
They like went straight for her.
Uh, oh man.
Okay.
Ooh, we could shred here.
Should I do another like is an eighth armor shred gonna be it? Is
Oh,
that
it's just
our
the big
ticket?
hit. It's the extra damage that we're doing. It's not the shred. It's not the effect of the
Okay.
shred itself.
All right.
It's just how
All
much
right.
damage we're getting a little bit more.
Fair.
Oh, we maybe might have been able to do the big hit right there, actually, because he had such low turn meter.
Okay, let's windmill here.
Hippie artist would be hitting auto by now.
Uh, okay. Okay. Should I do the big hit?
No. What? Wait for one more time. We're methodically getting there.
So do I armor shred?
Sure. I don't care. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, he's in the red. Like I gotta
We're
be able to do the big hit.
we're not in the red yet. We're almost there.
He was in the red until he healed like a jerk face.
Yeah. Just be patient. Gosh.
When have you known me to
Damn.
be patient?
I don't know. I knew you to be good at the cam mission.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, can I do the big hit now? Like I'm real close to the red.
Fine. Send it. Do it.
Yes!
Yes!
Saved it!
Nailed it.
Wow.
Woo. All right. Well, no thanks to Prime. No, that was
Yeah.
actually pretty much completely thanks to Prime. All
That
right,
was,
so
yeah, 100%.
so turtle strategy. It works. All right, we're gonna go to Sarah's channel right now, folks. Go if you want to see another one of these, and we'll do it way more professionally this time, I'm sure. We'll be over on Sarah's channel. There should be a link down below, maybe blocking Sarah's face potentially. Oh, here, let's move your face for a minute here back. All right, so down below or in the video description. We'll see you over there.